Hello and welcome. I miss you guys so much, but I hope that you are staying safe and well. So we are going to find some movement, really kind of stretch things out, shake some things loose, let some things go. So let's go ahead and find our way down to a comfortable seated position. Legs can be crossed or extended out in front of you. But as always, finding that grounding, that heaviness down through the hips. And finding that length up through the spine, closing the eyes or softening the gaze down towards the floor. And as you find your way to some stillness, finding your way into the breath. Maybe bringing one hand to the belly, one hand to the chest, so that you can feel into the expansion of the inhale. The chest gently lifts, the belly expands, pushing forward, and the exhale softens the belly, gently pulling it in, and the chest lowers. Starting to slow that breath down, smooth it out as you keep it pulling in nice and deep. And then maybe counting the inhale. So you count in for a beat of 1, 2, 3, 4, and then allowing the exhale to be the same for 3, 2, 1. Again, breathing in for that count of 4, counting for yourself. And again, matching the exhale. And your next inhale, maybe you lengthen it out by 1 beat. So counting for a beat of 5. Same thing for the exhale. Maybe you can get to that count of 5. Maybe you can add 1 more beat to it for a count of 6 on the next inhale. And matching it with that exhale, count of 6. Taking 3 more cycles of breath, you can continue to add a beat until you find that place where it's go any further and it might become uncomfortable. Or you can always return back to that beat of 4. Or even lessen it to a 3 or 2 if you need to. Last breath. You can bring the hands back down wherever it's comfortable for them as you take this moment to set your intention, that mental focal point. So it could be that word or that phrase has meaning to you, that feeling of gratitude towards someone or something in your life. Maybe it's the thought of something that brings you joy. But whatever it is, bringing it into your mind's eye, creating that crystal clear image, and we'll seal it in by bringing the hands to heart center. Deep inhale through the nose, slow exhale out. The next inhale reaches the arms up overhead, growing long and tall. Exhale, sweep it down and away. Inhale, reach it up, grow long. Exhale, clear it away. Inhale, sweep it up, grow tall. Right hand down, left arm reaches up and over. Find that side stretch. Inhale, back to center. Exhale to the left. Inhale, reach it up. Exhale, right. Don't just dump into it. Think about lengthening up and over. Inhale, reach it up. Exhale. One more time, each side. Inhale. Exhale, right. Inhale, center. Exhale, left. Inhale, reach it up. We're finding that twist, rotating to the right. You can lower the hands in the twist. And then the inhale sweeps it back to center. Exhale to the left. Inhale, center. Exhale, right. Inhale, sweep it up, grow tall. Exhale, rotate. Last time, each side. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, reach it up. Exhale, left. Inhale, reach it up. Exhale, bring the hands down. Now we're going to bring the feet out in front of us. We're going to plant the hands behind the hips. Fingertips point towards the hips. We're going to separate the feet as wide as the hips. And as you inhale, press into the feet. Lift the hips up. Find your reverse table. Exhale, slowly lower it down. Inhale, press it up. Exhale, lower it down. Two more. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, lift it. You can lower it or hold it here for one more breath. Maybe your knees shift forward over your toes, getting that stretch out into the shoulders. And exhale, lower it down. We're going to seal the legs together, lift the heels, toes can stay on the ground, reach the arms forward, hands can come behind the knees as well, but feel those shoulder blades nestle onto your back. The heart reaches up towards the sky, and we hinge it back, finding our boat. Feel those lower ribs hug you and keep the spine nice and long. Maybe you can hinge it back a little further. Maybe the toes can lift, can keep them on the ground, breathing. Starting to find that place where you start to shake, so maybe hinging it back just a little bit more. And lower it all the way down onto your back. And we're going to draw the knees in, gentle rock side to side. Send the feet up towards the sky, palms plant on the ground. Seal the legs together. Feel the belly button pull down towards the spine. The spine presses down into the mat. Shoulders are snuggled up underneath you. Take a deep inhale, and as you exhale, start to lower the legs down in one long line. When you feel that lower back start to lift, that's when you draw the knees back into the chest, send the feet back up towards the sky. Exhale, lowering it down. Keep that lower back pressed into the mat. Once it starts to lift, draw the knees in. Send the feet back up. Exhaling, lowering. Inhale, draw it in, send it up. Exhale. Inhale, send it up. Last one. Exhale. Inhale, draw it in. Gentle rock side to side. Massage the spine into the mat. And we'll start to rock forward and back along the length of the spine until you find your way back to your seated boat. Keep the toes lifted this time. Hands can stay behind the thighs. Again, shoulders roll onto the back, heart reaches up, breathing. Maybe with your hands behind your knees, keeping that belly pulled in, maybe the legs can extend. And lower the feet all the way down. Swing the legs around behind you. Find your way to your tabletop. Stacking hips over knees, shoulders over wrist. Cat-cow here. Inhale, lift the tailbone, drop the belly. Exhale, arch the back. Inhale, drop the belly. Exhale, arch the back. Inhale to a neutral spine. So we're going to find a little variation on our cat-cow. We're just going to add circles. So imagine you're drawing circles in the belly. So you're going to drop the belly down and then shift the belly over to the left. Press the back up towards the sky, coming to your cat. Reach the belly over to the right. Drop the belly down, cow. And the other way, reach it over to the right. Press it up, cat. Reach it over to the left. Drop it down, cow. One more time each side, making it more fluid as you press it up and around. And then back over to the right, up, left, and drop the belly down. Find your neutral spine, and we'll step the feet back, find our plank, pike it up and back, downward facing dog. So knowing that your tabletop is always there for you if the downward facing dog just isn't feeling it today, you can pedal out through your downward facing dog, bending into one knee, allowing the opposite heel to grow heavy, and switching it out when you're ready. Finding 3 more breaths as you press the ground away with the fingertips. Reach the tailbone up towards the sky. Soften into the shoulders. Last breath. Exhale, tabletop. And we're going to step the right leg up in between the hands. We're going to find something to bring the hands down on. So whether that be the floor or a block, we want to be able to bring the hands down with that front knee still stacked over that ankle. You can also grab books, if you've got books, or whatever else that you might need in order to lift yourself up a little bit if you can't get the hands all the way onto the ground. And we're going to tuck the back toes, lift the back knee, feel that back foot wiggle behind you a little bit, creating a little bit more length. And then we're going to take a deep inhale. Feel the heart reach forward, turn the gaze forward a little bit. And as you exhale, bend into that back knee. Don't let it touch the ground. It's just going to hover above the mat. The inhale pushes out through that back heel, lifting that back knee once more. Exhale, drop it in. Inhale, push out through the heel as the knee re-extends. Exhale, hover. Inhale, lift it up. Exhale. Inhale, lift. One more. Exhale. Inhale, lift. Push energy out through the heel. Feel that thigh reach up towards the sky. And then lower the knee down. Find your low lunge. We're going to walk the hands back, straighten the front knee. Feel the front toes pull in towards you. Take a deep inhale, lengthen the spine. Exhale, soften down over that leg. 2 more times. Inhale, lift it up. Exhale. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, soften. And we're going to bring the hands to the inside of that front leg and then start to walk them over to the long edge of the mat, finding our gate pose. So I'm going to switch my legs, so I'm still mirroring you. So we want that left knee down underneath the hip, the right leg extended out long, and the foot and the knee in line with each other. You can tuck the back toes if that feels good. But press the ground away down through the legs, reach the arms up, finding your gate pose. Feel your tailbone grow heavy and the hips gently press forward and the arms open up like you're holding a big beach ball. Feel the lower ribs hug you in. Take a deep inhale. Exhale, reach it over that extended leg. Inhale, reach it up. Exhale, other way. Inhale. Exhale, right. Inhale. Exhale, left. Inhale, center. Exhale, right. Inhale. Exhale, left. Inhale, bring it up. We're going to bring the right hand down. Left arm reaches up. Feel that extension. Feel the ribs pull apart and then drop it over. Keep that tailbone heavy. The lower ribs hugging in so the core stays engaged. So feel the belly pull in at least halfway. Inhale, reach it back up. And we're going to lower the left hand down. Right arm reaches up and open, feeling that extension. Inhale, reach it up. Exhale, bring the hands down. We're going to walk it back to the top of our mat, finding our lunge once more. We're having the hands to the inside of that front leg now, and the front knee is bent over the ankle. So right leg is still front, left leg is behind you. If that back knee is bothering you, you can tuck the back toes, lift the back knee, or leave it down. But thinking about finding length in the spine. So reach the crown of the head forward so that the ears pull away from the shoulders, and then softening into the hips. And we got 3 more breaths here. Gently walk the hands back, straightening that front knee just enough so that you can step it back behind you. And then separate the knees, big toes come together, child's pose, finding 2 breaths here. Next, inhale, lifts you up, tabletop. And we're going to step the left leg up in between the hands, knee over ankle, help it get up there. Hands plant on the ground, or you tent into the fingers. You can bring the hands up onto blocks or books or boxes, whatever you have, equal size on each side. Tuck the back toes, lift that back knee, wiggle the foot behind you so that when you drop the back knee, it's behind the hip, not under the hip, as far back as it's willing to go. All right, so lift, tuck the back toes, lift the back knee. Feel that thigh, reach up towards the sky. Take a deep inhale, reach the heart forward. Exhale, bend into that back knee, just let it hover. Inhale, kick the heel back. Find extension as the knee lifts. Exhale, lower it in. Inhale, kick it back. Exhale, lower in. Inhale, kick it back. Exhale, lower in. Inhale, kick it back. Exhale, lower the knee. Untuck the toes. Walk the hands back, finding your splits, your half splits. Feel the toes pulling towards you. The heel pushes away. And the inhale lengthens the spine. The exhale softens you down. Inhale, lift and lengthen. Exhale, soften it down. Inhale, last time. Exhale, soften. And again, we're bringing both hands to the inside of that front thigh. And again, I'm just going to switch mine out, so I'll be mirroring you. We're going to walk it to the long edge of the mat. So now the right knee is underneath the hip, left leg's extended out long. We're going to press down into the ground with the legs, sweep the arms up. Feel your tailbone grow heavy, your lower ribs hug you in. Open the arms, soften the shoulders. Take a deep inhale, find length. Exhale, reach it over left. Inhale, find center. Exhale, reach it right. Inhale, center. Exhale, left. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, center. Last time. Exhale. Right. Inhale. Find center. Right, left hand down. Right arm reaches up. Feel the ribs separate. Feel the tailbone tuck. Pull the belly in and drop it over. Side stretch. Next, inhale, reach up. And what side is that? Right hand? Right hand down. Left arm reaches up, finding that modified side plank. Inhale, reach it back up center. Exhale, plant the hands down. Walk it back to the top of the mat. And we're going to find the lunge once more. So bend into that left knee. Again, right knee is behind the hip. Hands are on the inside of that leg if you can get them there. I should have told you this on the other side, but if it's just too much, hands come either side of that foot. And again, if it feels better for that back knee, you can tuck the back toes, lift the back knee. Let it hover there. Otherwise, we can just rest it down. Finding length in the spine, so reaching the crown of the head forward, softening the shoulders. Two more slow, deep breaths. Starting to walk the hands back, gently straightening into that front knee. We'll step it back. Find your tabletop. Separate the knees, big toes together. Push it back. Child's pose. 2 breaths. Next inhale lifts you up, tabletop. Exhale, downward facing dog, or you can stay in your tabletop. And we're going to find our way to our forward fold, so you can walk the feet forward towards the hands or the hands back to the feet. However you want to get there, getting to that forward fold, softening into it. As you inhale, find a half lift, hands onto the legs, lengthen the spine, feel the belly hug you in. Exhale, soften down. Inhale, hinge it all the way up from the hips. Exhale, hands to heart center. And we're going to step. Let's start with the left leg. Left leg steps back, and the toes turn to the long edge of the mat. So we're finding our warrior 2 right away. So that front knee stays bent, knee over ankle, knee tracks over the foot. So it's the knee's not falling in. We're feeling that hip open up so you can still see the front big toe, but you're pressing out through the outside edge of the back foot, and those toes are pointing straight towards the long edge of your mat. Go ahead and open your arms up, warrior 2. And then flip the front palm, back hand comes onto the back leg. Feel that stability, that pull into center, into midline, through the belly, and reverse your warrior, holding on to that stability. Inhale, lift it back up. Same thing. Exhale, reach it back, holding on through the core, through the hips. Inhale, open it back up. Exhale, reverse. Inhale, open it up, straighten the front knee. Reach it forward, still feel that hug in through the belly. And then drop the hand down right below the front knee. Back arm reaches up and open, finding that triangle pose. Gaze goes wherever it feels good, still holding, hugging everything into midline through the belly, through the hips. Inhale, lift it up. Turn the front toes to the long edge of your mat, and we're going to turn the toes out a little wider than the heels. Inhale, sweep the arms up. Exhale, goddess pose. So feel the knees push away from each other. Feel the tailbone grow heavy so that we're not, creating that scooped out lower back. Tailbone grows heavy, nice long spine. Inhale, reach it up, pressing the ground away with the feet. Exhale, sink it in. Inhale, reach it up. Exhale, sink it in. One more. Inhale, reach it up. Exhale, sink it in. Inhale, reach it up. Bring the hands to the hips. We're going to just readjust the feet so the back toes point towards the long edge of the mat. Front toes to the front of the mat. Bend back into that front knee. Reach your weight forward. Step it forward. Mountain pose. Inhale, sweep the arms up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, hinge it all the way up. Exhale, hands to heart center. We're stepping the left leg back this time. And turning that heel down, turning it at a 90-degree angle so the toes are pointing towards the long edge of the mat. Front knee is still tracking over the front foot, but feel the hips and the shoulders point towards the long edge of your mat. Open the arms up at a T. Back hand down. Again, feel everything pull in, hugging you into center. Reverse your warrior with the exhale. Inhale, find center. Exhale, reverse. Inhale to center. Last time. Exhale. Inhale, center. And straighten the front knee. Keeping everything hugging in. Reach it forward. Front hand right below the front knee. Back arm straight up. Holding on to that core strength as you inhale, lift yourself back up. Readjust the toes. So we're going to point the toes out. Heels are slightly in. Here we go. Inhale, reach the arms up. Exhale, sink it down, goddess. Inhale, reach it up. Exhale, sink it down. Inhale, reach it up. Exhale, sink it down. One more. Inhale, reach it up. Exhale, and we hold it here, pressing down through all four corners of the feet. Feel the knees push away from each other. Soften the shoulders onto the back. Lower ribs hug you in, and maybe the hips sink a little bit deeper. Inhale, reach it up. Hands come to the hips. Readjust the toes. Back toes point to the long edge of the mat. Front toes to the front of the mat. Bend into the front knee. Reach your weight forward as you step it forward. Inhale. Exhale, fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold, plant the hands, step the feet back. Drop the knees. Child's pose, push it back. Inhale. Lift yourself up, tabletop, and we'll swing the feet around in front of us, finding our way to our seat once more. And we're going to bring the hands behind us again. And we're going to walk the feet out. And we're going to bring the right ankle over the left thigh, making sure the ankle pokes out on the other side, so it's not resting ankle on leg. And then you can hold it here, or maybe that left foot walks in a little bit closer to the hips, finding however close it needs to, and then press down through the hands. Feel the heart reach up. Find that stretch in the right glute. Feeling that right knee energetically press away from you and breathing into it. And then gently letting that left leg extend back out. We're just going to plant the sole of that right foot down. As you inhale, lengthen up through the spine. You're rotating towards that right hip. So you can hook the right knee with the left elbow. Right hand can come behind the hips. And remember, we're not leaning the weight back. We're staying stacked up on top of our hips so we can find length in the spine. And using the exhale to just gently soften you in towards this twist. We're going to extend the right leg. Left ankle over the thigh. Bending the right knee. Flexing that left foot. Protecting the joints. Hands come behind the hips. Leaning the heart back a little bit. And then again, we walk it in as close as we need to. Maybe in order to get the last little bit, maybe you lift the hips, scoot them forward, and then walk the hands in closer. Whatever you need. Both sides are going to be a little different. My right side today is super tight. This side's a little bit more open, so we're a little bit closer. But again, finding where you need to be, finding the intensity that feels good in your body, and breathing into it, softening, letting it go. And when you're ready, re-extending that leg out. We're planting the sole of that left foot down on the mat. Hooking the elbow with the right, hooking the knee with the right elbow. Left hand behind the hip. Lengthen up. Soften into the twist. And gently release. And we're going to end with a seated meditation, so just crossing the legs, or you can leave them extended out. If you want to find your way onto your back into your Shavasana, you can also do that. And in there, but finding a place of comfort, of ease. If you're staying seated, then finding that grounding down through the hips. We're going to bring the palms face down, a little extra grounding. Softening the shoulders, finding length in the neck, closing the eyes. And we're going to find 10 slow, deep breaths, counting each one. It's not counting the duration of the breath, but just an inhale, exhale. That's 1. Inhale, exhale, 2. You get the idea. And we'll go all the way to 10. If you ever notice that you've lost count or your mind starts wandering somewhere else, just gently bringing your mind back to the breath, finding your way back to 1, then just counting however many breaths we have left. Settling in, take a deep inhale to prepare. Slow exhale out. And then starting to count your breaths. Once you've found all 10 of your breaths, bringing your hands to heart center. And bringing to mind, or cultivating rather, that feeling of gratitude. And gratitude for every movement in the body, for every breath that guided you through. And sending out that gratitude towards someone or something in your life. And always returning gratitude back to yourself. Out loud or in your mind, even now, say, thank you, and add your name. And of course, I wish to express my own gratitude to each of you for allowing me to guide you through this practice. Till we meet on our mats again, namaste. So as I said before, I do hope that you guys are staying safe and well. I can't wait till we are back together in person. I would love to know how the meditation went for you, whether or not you found it somewhat easy and calming, or if the mind kept wandering off. You can leave a comment down below, or a community here. So leaving those comments down below shows other people that they're not alone. Even though we're separated at this point, we're not alone. So until next time, thank you guys so much.